This is Richard, the Legend, Board Game Fanatic again, and this is my new game that I'm very excited to play called Middara, and it's by Subjects Publishing, and Brooklyn, let me say his name, Lundberg is the guy, a person who developed it, and what can I say to start this? I did go through part of the first scenario. There's a lot of stuff, a lot. And when you first get the game, it's going to have 100-page rule book. Okay? But the rules are they're bigger lettering, but the combat in this system is unusual. I've never seen it like this before, but I'm used to it now. I've done a few combats, so I get used to the procedure, how to do it. I may still mess up, okay? And if any of you guys have done Middara yet, you know what I'm talking about the combat. And there's a lot of other stuff in the game that probably won't show up in the first scenario, but this is the Act 1. Very thick book. And it has a lot of story. And you follow the book verbatim and you just follow it and go through it. And there's like different paths you go through and stuff like that. And the game's based on this whole Middara story. And if you look it up on YouTube, they do have like a 20 to 30 minute video explaining what Middara is and so forth. It's kind of an unusual video. It's really anime-like type. There's a girl talking about all the different things about Middara, why the people go to Earth first and so forth. It's kind of unusual. But this starts with a group of people that have arrived to Middara. And that's what I'm going to go at, because we're going to go into the story here in a bit. So basically, this game is, let's see if it shows you how many players. I don't remember looking and see if that was how many players there was. There's 15 plus. Let me see. Kind of curious myself. I think it's 4 players. Starting, you have to play 4 players because there's only 4 characters to start. So I'd say 4 players. But later on, you will add other characters. You may find some NPCs that will help you, some other kind of cards that may help you, a bunch of skills and stuff like that. So we will, and that's one thing that's unusual about this game. There's a lot of cards that you will be getting. And a lot of the attacking stuff, you will add certain cards will have specific bonuses for you. Defense, cards may have bonuses for you. It goes on and on. So when we get into that stuff during the game, I will explain it verbatim. But yeah, let's get into the story. Reading the book, I read it twice. Just familiar. The first time was long, but then the second time I breezed through it again, the stuff that I didn't understand. So, there's 2 ways you can go through the story. There's one that's got like a summary kind of thing online on the Middara site, or you can go to Foreteller and get the recording. It's supposed to be free. When I went online, I had to pay $9. So I don't know. I didn't want to really worry about calling Middara and say, well, why didn't I get this? But I'll call later on. But I did. It cost me like $9.99 something. It was pretty inexpensive for me. So I'm not so worried about it. But you can read from the book. But I'm going to be using the Fortune Teller app so we can go through it. and there will be somebody talking, and it's a cute story and so forth. Then there's some stuff I'll read from the book when I have to read it. So let's get started, and the first thing we have to do is open up this book. The first few pages, it's got some really cool art also in the book. Wow, that's a monster of some kind. I don't know when I'm going to get that. It goes through the how to use the book. Basically the book, you just basically start with chapter 1, and it says there's going to be like a bunch of red spots that are going to be hidden text, and use a like one of these old like red things to read the text. So it's kind of interesting. You don't get to see what the secrets are. There's also a diagram book and so forth that you use. And it also goes through the different pages, like the introduction's brown, story scenes is blue, ending scenes is it's light blue, excuse me. Story scenes is light blue. The ending scenes will be dark blue, maroon or dark red is encounters, and then side quests are orange. So you may have some side quests after the first encounter, we don't know. But you just follow the book, and that's what we're going to. So it says here, now that you're acquainted how to use the big book, it's time to do adventures. Begin by assigning 4 adventures to 1 or more players. Nightingale, Remy, Seki, and Root. Then sort all the tiles and cards and various game components on the table within reach of all players. Don't worry about equipping your items, heroes with items or disciplines. You'll earn those via the narrative. Finally, head to the Before the Mast on page 4 and prepare to enter Middara. Have fun and good luck. Alright, so basically that's where we start. We're going to listen to our little story first. And it does. You could. And what's good about this is you could do the audio, and then you could just follow on the book. Okay, if you want. So the time I grab my stuff, I put them in bags already to make it easy for me to sort stuff out. So I got them in bags with already got all the stuff that needs to be set up. We'll do that in just a few minutes. But these are the bags for all the characters, and everyone gets a bag. So at the end of the encounter, you just put all your items and stuff for that person, or tokens and anything else to go inside the bag, so you don't lose them for the next encounter. Okay, so let's get started with the story. So let me put that on. I'll put this near the camera so you can hear it. Okay, here we go.
Chapter 1. Before the Mast. Nightingale crept almost silently through the crowd, eyes fixed on her target. There were at least 100 of her fellow students here, thronging about and chatting excitedly in their teams of 4. Her victim wasn't watching anything but the cigarette in his fingers. He didn't stand a chance. Air rushed around Nightingale as she jumped, latching onto Zeke's back with both arms like a monkey around a tree. "Zeke!" Her voice came out somewhere between a squeal and a screech, loud enough that a few nearby students turned to stare. Her friend grunted and spluttered, the cigarette tumbling away from his mouth. "You trying to kill me?" Nightingale dropped to the ground behind him. "You don't need my help for that." She extinguished the still smoldering cigarette with a well-placed step. "You've been here as long as I have. 2 years away from Earth and you're still poisoning yourself." Zeke only grinned in response. "It also makes you smell terrible," someone said from behind them. They both turned, and Nightingale's eyes widened as she saw her sister Shayla standing there. Nightingale was usually thrilled to see her, but today was different. Today, Shayla was one of the proctors on the most important test of their new lives, the Magical Aptitude and Skill Test, or the Mast for short. "Makes me smell terrible?" Zeke scoffed. "See, here I was expecting something like, 'It's so good to see you, Zeke,' or maybe, 'How'd you do on your written exams?' You know, friend stuff." "No favoritism today," Shayla said. She sounded stern, but she was grinning at them as she flipped through a few pages on a worn clipboard. Oh, but look at that. Lucky you. Looks like you two ended up together. What a surprise. Nightingale smiled and shared a look with Zeke. Consider that the only luck you get today, Shayla's commented quietly. Nightingale looked around, wondering who their other partners would be. Of course, she and Zeke would be in a group together. She knew why Shayla's didn't want to broadcast it, though, although students would be quick to pick up on any nepotism. While Nightingale knew each one of the students around them, the really short girl with multicolored eyes, the kid with the strange goat-like hooves instead of feet, none of them were actually friends. Each team has 4 people, Zeke said. Who are the other 2? Rook, Lars, and Remy. Moretti. Shayla's frowned at the clipboard for a moment, then shrugged and tucked it away under one arm. You need me to point them out? Nah, we're good. Zeke rested one hand briefly on Nightingale's shoulder, pointing towards the single largest student in the room. I see Rook there. If you're not already, get acquainted. I've only got another few teams to assign before I explain everything. Shayla walked away, vanishing effortlessly into the crowd. Guess it makes sense. Rook's gotta be the smartest student here, and the best fighter in our class, Zeke said. They started walking towards him, Nightingale leaving it to Zeke to clear a path for them. She lowered her voice so that the other students nearby couldn't hear her. Sure, Rook makes sense. Remy, though? Isn't her dad some kind of mafioso? Who thought it was a good idea to pair someone like that with royalty? Couldn't make it look like favoritism, I bet, so they pick us a boat anchor to balance out our shared awesomeness. Zeke shrugged. Every team has 4. So long as she doesn't slow us down, we'll be fine. It looked like the other half of their team was already assembled. Rook was easily double the size of Nightingale, with hands like hammers and a beard like a lion. Hey, Zeke, Rook called. They met with a bone-cracking embrace. Remy stood just behind him, arms folded awkwardly in front of her. She looked up, smiling politely and extending a hand. Hey, I guess we're together for the test, Princess Nightingale Arson, ma'am. Remy peered at Nightingale through impressive multicolored dreadlocks. Her massive owl-like wings folded behind her, making Remy's small frame look a little bigger. Just Nightingale, she corrected Remy, taking the offered hand. The title gets old quick. You're Remy, right? Yeah. Remy looked past her, up to the gigantic Rook, who was still talking with Zeke. I know I'm probably not the sort of teammate you were hoping for. Nightingale blushed, unable to meet her eyes. Had Remy somehow overheard her talking to Zeke on the way over? She didn't get a chance to respond, because at that moment her sister stepped up onto a raised platform at the edge of the hall and started shouting. All right, listen up, everyone. They did. Shayla smiled. Welcome to the Magical Aptitude and Skill Test. If any of you have doubts about your ability to complete the Mast, the door's right there. She gestured behind them all, towards the towering double doors that led into the castle's main hall. A few stern teachers stood there, their armor polished and their weapons sharp. You will be required to go through the Acerbis, the Academy's training dungeon. The Acerbis is the real deal. Don't think the force fields of the Bellicose cubes make up for stupid mistakes, because they don't. These monsters will kill you if you're not careful. There were a few seconds of silence. Nobody left, and Shayla's expression grew more intense. All right, we're going to walk through the doors behind the armory. Each of you is entitled to 1 pack of supplies. Choose wisely. If you get halfway through the test before you realize you didn't bring something important, too bad. She paused, waiting for her statement to sink in. If you have any last questions, ask either me or another proctor before you get into the dungeon. Once the test starts, you'll only get my help if things go very wrong. She raised her voice, glancing once around the room. For the sake of your grades, you do not want our help. There were no questions. Shayla's turned, hopping off the edge of the platform. Please follow me to the armory.
Okay, so that is basically the first part of the story. Okay, so we go back to the book, and we basically, it shows you a chart, and I'm going to bring the camera towards the table so we can go there and show you all that stuff closely, so we can set this up, show you all the characters we have, and then set up our map that we need to set up. So let's get to that. Alright, well, first thing in the book, it gives you all 4 characters we're going to start with, and it gives you a list of what the starting material. So Nightingale is going to get a gore shot discipline, a long sword as a weapon, magic talisman. The core is going to be defensive core. She's going to get a cold t-shirt, armor. That's the armor. The MF Fortitude, that's a consumable. A vitality juice box, consumable. And then Remy is going to get the hammered helm as her discipline. She's going to get a war axe for her weapon. Ability core for a core. She's going to get a Colt shirt. It's not going to be a Colt t-shirt. I don't know why they misread that. 2 throwing knives and a vitality juice box. And then Zeke is going to get Blade Works, discipline, 2 short swords for weapons, utility core, badass leather jacket, 2 by throwing knives, and vitality juice box. And I know this doesn't mean anything right now, but a lot of these things will give us specific abilities and so forth. We'll explain those in a bit. And then Rook gets Mend as his discipline. He's got 2 warhammers, a deflection core, cuirass for his armor, hyper energy HP potion, and magic palm. So that we have all set up already on the table. So we're going to go back and I'll show you. I'll put the picture of the camera onto the characters so you can look at them, and then we'll go into the next part of the story. So basically, we got all the stuff set up for our characters, ready to go. So now we have to do the second part of the story. Let me do that real quick.
The armory was well stocked, and none of them would go into the dungeon wanting. After selecting their gear, they made their way to an old freight lift that was operated with pulleys and ropes. There was only enough room on the lift for the 4 of them, and no pesky safety features like rails. A burly proctor Nightingale recognized as an archery instructor stood just behind the lift. "Someone keep a hand on the rope at all times," he warned. "If you let go, the fall will kill you." "Got it," Rook answered. He was the first to climb aboard, taking hold of the control rope with one gigantic fist. The rest of them followed him aboard, and they started down. "This is gonna be awesome!" Nightingale looked down at the firefly lights of the glowstones illuminating the carved stone patterns of the dungeon below. "Even if it's a trial dungeon, it's about time we get out of the classroom." Zeke nodded. "I just can't wait to graduate. We're so close to becoming real citizens. No more lectures, no more exams." Ruby shuffled near the edge of the lift, her wings twitching a little in the slight breeze. "Yeah," she said, her voice barely a squeak in the dark. Shayless was waiting at the bottom of the lift, in a cavernous room cut from rough stone. Several passages opened away in all directions. Down some of the tunnels, lights were trailing away, and voices were echoing as groups set out on their separate paths. "You ready, little sis?" Shayless gestured down a dark hallway. "That one's yours." "I'm ready." Nightingale drew her weapon and raised it enthusiastically. "Nothing down there stands a chance." "I'm sure it doesn't." Shayless smiled and reached out, wrapping one arm around Nightingale in a quick hug. Shayless turned, meeting each of their eyes slowly. "Take care of each other. Your team shares 1 grade, so your citizenship depends on it." With a nod, she tugged on the rope, and at once the rickety elevator started to rise. "Good luck." Zeke waved at her as she disappeared. He turned and headed towards the indicated pathway. His expression wilted as he got his first look at what waited for them. Damp stone, thick cobwebs, and the smell of decay. "Let's get this over with." They left the first room behind, the sound of squeaking metal pulleys fading into the distance. The stone was thick here, too thick to hear what any of the other groups might be doing. Soon enough, they were left with nothing but their own footsteps and the light of their glowstones. They didn't have far to go before they reached the first of the bellicose cubes. It was a small relic, only about a foot across, and set into the stone wall of the cavern. Intricate carvings of Kruor magic pulsed with red lights as they neared the basin at the front. "I always hate using these things, though I guess they've kept me safe in a couple of sparring matches." Remy frowned down at the cube as she approached it. It's better than getting killed, Rook stated. I bet the proctors put them here so that they have time to intervene if we're defeated by monsters, or if we suffer an otherwise fatal fall. Just make sure to attune yourself with it. Without putting in your blood, it won't protect you. Attuned or not, fighting will still hurt, Zeke added. I broke an arm while learning to use a sword. Guy cheap shotted me. Rook nodded in agreement. Zeke's right. I've broken other students' arms while learning to use a sword. He smiled at Zeke and then got serious. Seriously, though, the cube will let us survive very serious wounds, but it doesn't make us invulnerable. Don't be an idiot. Nightingale winced as she cut her hand along the blade of her weapon, just deep enough that a few drops of blood welled up in her palm. A few drops fell from her pale fingers into the bowl. One by one they struck and boiled away, and the glow of the cube grew much brighter. For just a moment, she felt as though all the blood in her body was being tugged towards the cube. The strange sensation passed, and she got out of the way. They all took their turns before they could finally advance into the encroaching gloom.
Okay, so basically they're inside the room now. What we're going to do, I set up their stamina points, so all get start with 3. 3 points. Just to explain the board, we have a loot token here on this bottom part of the table. We have a blue exit here. That's our objective. We also have our red totem and our blue totem here, and what those activate when we align the sight of those, and we'll figure that out in just a few minutes how that's going to work. I already set up the initiative for the 4 characters that we're going to be using: Rook, Zeke, Nightingale, and Remy. So the way it's going to work is Rook's going to go first, Zeke's going to go second, Remy's third, and Nightingale's fourth. Okay, depending on what happens. So the objective, right, in this thing, I have set up is win condition is the adventure ends the turn on the blue exit. The lose condition is all adventures are defeated. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But even if we get defeated, we will continue on to the next chapter. So this is the way that game works, so it's kind of cool. That we don't have to worry about keep doing the same scenario only done once on this game. There is some special encounter rules. The first one is the movable rock, this one here. This is a tile that nobody can go through. So the only way that can be done is they have to do a strength check of 10, and we'll explain how to do a strength check when we have that opportunity to do it. As soon as the strength 10 check is done, then we will move it 1 space, and you can do it sideways, forward, or backward. We're probably going to do it sideways to get it into the pits, so it's out of the picture. So that will be removed off the board. And then grading, what's going to happen is it depends on how many rounds we do in this game. Is going to be our grade points at the end. So the objective is to have 5 or less, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. All right. So otherwise, what we're going to do, I'm going to verify, make sure I have everything set up here, ready to go, and then we'll come back and get started on round 1. All right, so we're good to go. So the first one is going to be Rook. Rook's going to go first. And the way this works is, first he's going to have to move. Rook's the strongest guy I have, so we can probably get him to move this movable rock. But let me see, verify first where we can go on this. And the way we do line of sight here, is by centering each tile. So we do not want to go in any of these red markings. The green markings, just so you know, you enter them with the green dots here. you land in that space, you have to have 2 more movement points to get out. So that's 2. You get in, and then you have 2 more to get into the next one. All right. These are basically, you don't want to fall into these pits or you die automatically. What else we got? We have red markings here, lines. You cannot go through those spots because those are just like this rock here. You can't go through it. There is opportunity to jump over pits, but it's something that you need to think about because you could die, and we don't want that to happen on the first event. That would not be good because we will get, for every venture that dies, like I forgot to mention, it's -5 points or grading, and so we want to make sure that we don't die. That's probably it. So I'm going to look and see where we can go, and there's a red mark here, so we need to make sure we don't touch that. So I can slide this, and looking the closest spot. Let's see, is this going to work here? Let's see. Oh, come on. See, that's not going to work here because this is crossing the red. So the first spot we can go to is looking like this spot right here. This spot. So when we get this spot, then we will initialize the blue totem. So that's what we want to make sure we understand that. Now the way the movement works in this game, it is basically you either move left and right or up and down. You cannot do diagonally shots, so we have to make sure that we count each individual spot. Now move action, you can only do 1 move action per turn, but you can spend an extra stamina point to go 2 more spaces. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move Rook, so I'm going to take 1 of these stamina points and I will discard it. And we will move, he's got a movement of, let's see, only 6. He doesn't have anything on his abilities. It doesn't look like any movement points. So he's got 6. So that's going to be 1. That'll be 2. That'll be 3. That'll be 4. And that'll be 5. So you move 5 there. Okay. Now I can move but because we move in this spot, we have to automatically initialize this blue totem when we get into line of sight. So first thing that's going to happen is you approach the boulder in your path. A scurrying sound echoes from this other side of the chasm. Spawns 2 cave sickies on the normal terrain space adjacent to the blue totem. Your heart sinks as you hear skittering coming from behind you as well. You will whirl around and find yourself facing 2 more cave sickies. Spawn 2 cave sickies on any unoccupied normal terrain space on the south side of tile UM11. And this is UM11 here, okay? Now, the way we're going to set this up is we need to get our cards for our sickies. We have 2 groups. So we're going to get pretty much 2 groups. All right, and so here they are. So we got 1, 2, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we need 4 sickies. I'm going to take 4 of these out. Okay. And we have to place these up. So the first one is going to be red and purple. So red and purple. Well, I say maroon. Red and purple. It has to say red and purple. So 1 gets placed first, And the way these work is we need to do them beneficial for the monster, not for us. So we're going to have to place them together. That's the rule. You're not supposed to make it easy for you. So we're going to put them adjacent. The reason we do it adjacent is that the combat dice gets better when they're together. So that is... Oh, and these don't go here, sorry. 1 and 2 are going over here. So... move this guy and we'll put this guy here. Adjacent to them. And then we take our totem off and discard it, because that's done. Okay. Alright, and then we got 3 and 4, we got a green and a light green. And these go next to, I'm going to go next to our buddy here. Okay, and then I'm going to place this guy. I'll place this guy, sorry, here. And they have to go into a normal spot, not in the special hex. So that's what we're going to set it up. Okay, so now we have that set up. Alright, now we need to get, we also have to initiative cards for those two. Let me get those real quick. And the way this works is when they come up, they get placed right after the guy that's going on his turn. So 1, 3, and 4 and 6. So these guys are going to attack or do their actions next after Rook. So we need to try to get one of these guys out. Okay? Now, Rook gets, he has 2 more standard points left. So, the first thing I'm going to do before we even start this is I'm going to use my men section. It says gain 2 heal tokens. Alright, so I'm going to take 2 heal tokens. And I would have to grab out of here. Where are my heal tokens at? Oh, there. And I place these on his board. And those are used, I can place them on anybody. So, it says here, when these tokens are spent to heal on ally other than yourself, gain +1 SP. Alright, so you can use them on one of your allies if you want, if they have, they need to heal. Okay? Then I would have to mark that, stating that that thing is being used, and is used, so I will take one of these tokens and let's put a used token on here. Okay, so that's going to be done. I can't use that to the end of this encounter, so we're done there. Okay, so now he's going to attack. So, doesn't matter which one he attacks, he only gets 1 attack anyway. So he's going to use these 2. Now he's got some special abilities, just so we know. Passive. Rook is unmodified maximum hit points of 14, so he's got 14 hit points and that's it. Rook may equip an additional consumable. He's only got 2. I think he can get up to 5 then. And then Rook ignores the negative to movement from the first instance of heavy he is equipped. Okay, so he doesn't have that yet, so it doesn't matter. He doesn't have the heavy thing on it. So first thing that happens with combat is we collect our combat dice. Now he's got 2 weapons, so he gets 2 white, and then I could get an empower if I want, and exhaust one of these warhammers. So and that will give me extra, but there's a chance that I roll a skull, it may not do anything to the monster. But we want to get this guy out, I'm going to have to try it. So I'm going to use a black. So I'll exhaust this guy, and what you do is you just do it sideways, it makes it easy. You know it's exhausted. Okay? And it says when you dealt damage from an attack, ignore all physical damage dealt to you. Oh, that's for a defense. Okay, anything else do I have? That's pretty much it. Okay, so right now, I got my combat dice. Now, the first thing you would try to find out is if they can dodge. If cave sickles can dodge, they cannot dodge. So they will not be rolling anything for their defense. The only defense they have is for these guys. For the green, it's going to be a defense of 8. So I have to get above 8 to get any damage to them. Okay, so I roll my dice. Oh my god. And like I said, I can't get a skull. Well, I just got a skull. So my combat did not do anything to this guy. I just basically didn't do anything. So I will put these back, and that was a waste of my combat. Great. Alright. So that means that because I didn't do any damage to him, I have to see this to verify real quick is if he gets to do a counter. So let me verify that in this book real quick. Counter. 49. So let's go to 49 real quick here. Okay, counter. So if a figure attacks a target and the target attack misses or deals no final damage, the target may use the counter ability during the check if the target counters step of the attack. See the attack action. Benches and combatants may use the counter ability for 2 SP. However, if they successfully dodge the attack being countered, they may reduce the cost of the counter by 1 SP. Intelligence combats will only counter if their combat card instructs them to. So if it says counter on here, and it does not, they do a counter, but they don't do a counter. So they're done. Alright, so the next thing's going to happen is going to be the cave sickles, and it's 1 to 3. So we're going to do these guys right here. So one's going to go first. So the first thing we do is you go down from from top to bottom. So sickle anatomy. The cave sickle has immunity to poison and movement point cost is not increased by terrain or allies. Okay, so that means any terrain that they can go through will only be a 1 movement for them. And they have a movement of 6. Okay? So, hive mind. The cave sickle's combat dice and defense change depending on how many other cave sickles are within SOI. So right now, it's a white and a purple. But it's going to change because he's going to move. He has to move, and he's going to be attacking, probably trying to attack me here in a second, where he's not going to be close to anybody. But the problem is, if he gets close to these other guys, then it's going to go up. That's going to be 2 whites and a black, and 1 extra. It looks like extra defense for them. So that's not good for us either. All right. So is there a opponent adjacent? No, there is not. So we have to keep going down. is an opponent within range 4. So basically, you're going to take this and you're going to verify. And the problem is that he cannot, because this is in the way, he cannot attack at that point. So, I mean, he could attack. No, he can't attack from that. So he's going to have to move. Can it move and attack an opponent within range 4? Yes, he can. So he has to get away from the movable rock. So basically, he is going to have to jump across his ravine over here. Now, he needs to get to this spot here. Or he can go here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So he is going to get a minus, probably a -1 from his attack because he's going to go through one of his allies. But he's not going to get the bonus. He's not going to get the bonus defense because it's going to be too far. He needs to be up to 4 or more. I mean, up to 4 or 3, whatever. But it's going to be, he wants to get as far as possible. He's doing a range attack. Okay, so first thing's going to happen is he's going to roll a black dice, and this is the way the sickles do a jump. So he's going to do a jump, and if they get a skull, they fall into the, they're going to, basically, it doesn't work. So he's going to jump probably here. Where's he going to pitch it? Here, let's see. Really doesn't matter, either way. So I'm thinking, is this closer? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 4 is right. This is more perfect. So he's going to try to jump here. All right. So he needs to move 2 spaces. So yeah. So he needs to roll, and you got it. So he's going to go right here. All right. He jumped. Now he's going to attack him. So he says he's going to attack with attack 4 range. Okay, so because he's by himself, he's going to be using 2 purples. Okay? So, let's see what happens here. He's getting a -1. So, my defense for Rook is 7, 8. I got 8. So, he is getting higher than 8. And he got 13. Okay. So right now, he's got 13 -8. So that's 5. So 5 damage there. Alright, so he did hit me. But he doesn't do damage yet. So he's got 5 damage on me right now. Okay? It says here, when you are dealt damage from an attack, ignore all physical damage dealt to you. Okay, so he's going to use this. So, let's see what he's going to have though first. He's got no armor. Does he have any armor? He's got 1. So he's got 5, he's got 2 armor. So it comes out to 3 damage. You know what? I think he's just going to take the damage. No, but yeah, he's going to take the damage. He's going to take 3. Yeah, we'll do the 3. So he's going to do 3 damage. He's not going to use that yet. So he needs it. He desperately needs it. So we've got 3 damage now. Alright, and that's the end of our number 1's turn. Because he did this and it's done. Alright? So he's done. So 2's next. Alright, so 2 is in the same position right now. He has nobody adjacent. Is their opponent within range 4? No. So he's gonna have to move. So he's gonna do the exact same thing. He's got 6, but he only wants to be range 4. So he's gonna probably go right here at this point, or this. He needs to be adjacent to the other guy. So because he wants to be here He probably goes here because he's going to be blocked by this thing. So he's going to go right here. So he has to roll black dice. All right. And he got it. So he gets to move his guy here in this possible spot. All right. So now he is close, adjacent to another sickle. So he gets, for his combat dice, he gets a white and a purple instead. So he's a little bit stronger. White's stronger than the purple. Alright, so he's going to roll his dice. And like we said, he needs to get a 8 or above. And he got 8. Wow. He got specifically 8. So, he got 0, but he still hits. Alright, so then we look at his helmet. He's got 2. And it looks like he can use shields. He gets 1. So he gives him 1 physical damage. But because he's got 2 armor, that guy doesn't hurt him. He basically just, the armor protected him. So we're good there. He doesn't get any more damage. So more damage. So that is the 1 and 3 people. Now we have 4 and 6. So because those guys are adjacent, they're going to be a little different. So first thing is the first guy is going to attack Rook, and he gets a white and purple. And it says make a attack against opponent with the most damage. Well, there's only 1 next to him. So let's see. So first thing's going to happen is, I think he is going to dodge using his defensive core. So he will defense and dodge there. Plus he's got 8. So we'll see what happens then. So he first rolls and he got 8. Okay, so he got the defense. Does he have? He could counter, but he can't counter because he doesn't have any stamina points. He has no stamina points for countering, so he can't counter. But he has. The guy has 1 shield. Okay, but because he's got the armor, he basically doesn't get hit, so he's good. So even with this dodging, it doesn't matter. He still doesn't get any damage. Okay, so the next guy is going to do the same thing. So he's going to roll. But the problem is now he can't dodge because he has no stamina points. He has nothing that can do dodging. So this time he's going to have to take the full amount. Hopefully it's going to be the same. Hopefully it won't be so much damage. So, oh, hold on a second. Before I do that, all right. I forgot one thing I have to do. Alright, we're not doing together yet. So, one thing is when you dodge, go to that real quick. Go back to it in the back. Okay, it says check the target. Dodging. If the target is adventure or command, may spend 1 SP to dodge, but you got a special ability, so you didn't have to. Make a dodge roll by rolling a black die and adding 1 defense for each roll. Make a attack roll. Alright. During damage. Okay. So, because he missed, the first guy, I forgot about this, is he's got a follow-up action. So, that's what I want to make sure, follow-up. If he's going to get that, or if he's pretty much done. We need to make sure of that, because I'm not exactly sure. Let's see, 4153, 53. This is a little complicated. 51. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see, we need combat. This is not going to be here. 51. Here we go. Okay, follow-up abilities. Attacker may use use abilities that occur during the follow-up step of the attack. If the follow-up ability would start a new attack or spell action, the current attack immediately ends and the player may start the new action as normal. Okay, so he does get to do that. So, he gets to do another attack. Wow. So, wow. So, let's do it again. He gets 13 this time. Wow. And I have no dodging. So, I do get... I have a defense of 7, so that comes out to 6 points. Plus I have 3 shields, so that would be 9 damage. Okay. Now, because I have 9 damage, I'm going to use this thing I have to use for an encounter, and it's going to be used now. So all that physical damage is nil, so I don't get any damage on this text. This one. Okay, so next thing I do is they have another follow-up. This sucks. And he gets to attack the same target. Again. Wow. So I don't have my Curious anymore. So I got 11 this time. So my defense is 7, so that's 4. Plus he's got 4 plus 2, so that's 6. I have a 2 armor, so that's 4 damage on me. So now I have 7 damage. Just one guy gave me 7 damage. Really nice. Alright, so 7 total. Alright. Now, after that, we got the next guy that's going to attack. Crazy. So, next guy's going to attack. The thing is, though, is I have 7 damage. My maximum is 14. So, it's looking like, let's see, I can heal. I can get 3 points of damage, or I can use my heal for myself. And I'm probably gonna have to do that. That sucks, but yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna flip it over. It says then 1 SP. Oh, I don't have any SP. That sucks. So I'm gonna have to use this. I do gain. Oh, so I can use this. Discard this, and I'll get 3 points of damage healed. Okay, so this is gone. All right, and I get a spell point. Now, because I have a spell point, now I can use this. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. This is not my turn. I don't know if I can use consumables. It has to be on my turn or not. That's probably a good question. Consumables. I don't think I can use spend. Alright, so I can't use the consumables, but I don't know if I can use. I guess I could use it. So, yeah, so I will use this, and then I will use this to do this one, and it heals me 6. So I will heal up. So that sucks because I lose one of my heals. It's okay. Okay, so I have one left. Okay, so I'm healed. So now I'm gonna attack. The other guy's gonna attack me. So you roll his dice, and you got 7. So he missed. And I have no SP, so I can't counter. That sucks. So that's 1. He missed the first one. Okay. So let's see. Okay, if the attack missed and the target did not counter, attacker skips 7. So we can't use follow-up abilities. Okay, because if he doesn't counter, you can't use the follow-up abilities. Oh, okay, so that means, you know, that's kind of confusing. but he missed, so I'm fine. So that's good. All right, so he's done. His cave sickles are all done. All right, so Zeke's next. Zeke's gonna have to help out. So Zeke has 6 points. Where's Zeke? Oh, he's over here. Okay, so he's got 6 points of movement, doesn't he? Yes. So he can move 1. Oh, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's going to attack this guy right here. All right. So he's going to attack 2 of them, no, honestly. But first he's going to attack. He's going to use and these guys have no armor, do they? No. So first he's going to do before he attacks, he's going to use this, and basically he rolls a purple dice, and you got 6 points of damage on him. So 6 goes on to red, but he gets -1, so 5. So high damage on red. So 1, 2, 5. So red's got 5, and we got total of 6 damage. So he's got 5. Okay. Alright. 5 damage. Alright, now he's going to attack. Oh, he moved once, so I have to take that off. And he's going to use his 2 for his combat. And his combat, he gets he has no finesse white. Finesse. Let's see what that says. Keyword. Finesse. Right. If the listed condition is met, weapons with this tag will substitute their printed combat die top left corner with the combat die specified. Listed condition is met. Weapons with this tag will substitute their printed combat die top left corner with the combat die specified after finesse. Okay, so I don't have finesse as a keyword for my weapon. So that's not going to work. So I'm going to get 2 purple. So I get 2 purple dice. Okay, and I'm using that. Let's see if I have anything else I can do. Okay, here we go. So Zeke has this thing called, if you have 2 one-handed weapons equipped, so they get an extra attack. Okay, so we'll probably do 2 attacks. So first attack, I attack that'll be number 4, and I got 6. Wow. And they got a defense of 8. So, do I have anything to give me extra? Let's see. It's an attack bonus. I don't think I have an attack bonus. No, I do not. So, that one missed. So I will do this one again, and we'll attack again. Oh, and I don't have Empower, do I? No, I do not. I was hoping I had Empower, but I don't have Empower. So, So I got 8. Okay. And oh, I hit him. So he's got 0 plus he got 1. Let's see. I have 1. I need 2. And books don't do anything. Wow. That sucks. So you didn't get any damage at all. So wow. So I'm gonna have to do this, and I will attack. Use this against this guy. So I get a purple dice, and I get attacked for 5 points. So. Oh, but he's in. No, he's not in this base. And I'm not in this base either. So, 5 points. So 5-point damage on him. Well, at least I got something. Everything makes me upset. So that guy gets 4 and gets 5. Alright, so that's his turn. Now it's Remy's turn. Alright, Remy. Okay, let's see what he can do here. So he gets a movement of 7, and I have to use 2. No, I'm not going to do that. So let's see what I can do for 6 first. So I'm going to move. See, I get 1. Oh shoot. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, wait a minute. No, wait, hold on a second. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. So 6. I got 6. I got 7 total. So, yeah. So I'm going to move right here. Boom. And, okay, so that takes 1 stamina away. Okay, I have a hammer helm, so I get at least 1 physical damage extra. When I'm making a melee attack, if you have a 2-handed weapon equipped, yes I do, you may re-roll any dice under combat if I want to exhaust that. Okay, so it's depending on what I get. Alright, so right now she gets 2 white. Let's see if there's anything else I can do. I think that's it. Yeah, we get 1 physical damage extra. So you get 2 whites. Okay? Alright. I'm doing an attack. Hopefully I'll make something. I need a total of 8. I got 10. Alright, awesome. So 10. So I have 2 damage right now. Plus I have another one, that's 3. When determining the damage of an attack, this attack gains 1 more, so we'll have 4. Okay. Plus I get 2 more, so that's 6. 6 damage. I think that's it. So 6 damage will... Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's gone. So this guy is gone. So, boom. Now, just so you know, normally in a regular game, when you kill a guy, you get a combat loot. But because these guys are swarm, and keyword swarm, you have to kill both of these guys to get them. Get the loot. So we don't have the loot yet. So that is his turn. Remy's turn. He's done. Okay. Now it's Nightingale's turn. So she gets... She's gonna move. I don't know if she can move You may have to move more. Let's see here. I get 6, 7. No, I get 7 also. Alright. First thing she's going to do is use her special ability. So basically, she's going to give everybody 1 spell point. And then she gets 2. So now she has 5. Okay, that's good. So then she takes one of these she's going to use for movement. Okay, so she needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she needs to go 8. So she needs to pay 1 more of these. So it's going to pay 1 more. Okay? So it's going to move over here. Okay. So that's it for that. So now she gets to attack. What do I want to do first? So I'm going to first of all do this. So, because I have the magic talisman, I can use Empower if I want. So I get 1 dice. But because I don't have finesse. Well, I do have light. Sorry. I do have light. What was the other one? The other guy that had... somebody else had a dice. Light. Oh, I could have used that. I could have used the white. That's okay. I screwed up. Yeah, so because I made a mistake. So I can use orange on this guy, so I get an orange and a white. Orange instead because I have light on my talisman. My light has a keyword talisman. So I get white instead of a white. I get an orange instead of a white. So that's good. Okay. Plus I can empower, so I'm going to do that. Alright, and see if I have anything else for my attacking. No, that's it. No. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So I forgot that we get 2 of these out for my attacking. So I'm attacking this guy. And I missed. Great. Awesome. Alright, so I missed my attack. So because I did that, I'm going to do a cast of 6. So I'm going to do this and exhaust it. So I get a spell of 6. Alright. So I get 1 purple dice. I think that's how it works. Alright, so I need to do 1. Okay. I can empower the spell, but I'm not going to do it. So I roll, you figure casting the spell rolls the casting die and the power die is applicable, and adds the printed X value on the spell to the result. Alright, so I have 6. Okay, and I need, of course I will need, so I got 11. Okay, 11. Okay, I don't get any book. I don't have enough books, so I don't get anything. So then she gets well, his conviction dice. Conviction gets a white and a purple. I'm at 11. You got 11. So you even out. So pretty much I get 2 damage on him. So that didn't do much, but at least I got 2 damage. But I can do one extra one for a 2. That's not. So I'm basically getting 3. And it's only just 3 left. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. So I get 3 damage on this guy, and then I get 2 damage because I use that power. So there. Okay. All right. So that's the end of the round. We still have 3 guys left. Wow, this is tough. So we're going to start a new round up. And we're going to start from the start of the turn phase. So let me shut this off and we'll get started ASAP. Alright, you can see I changed a little bit. I got the match from Subjects Publishing for the different characters. I have all the other ones for all the characters. Right now these are our starting character mats, and so far we still got a lot of space we can fill in. A bunch of disciplines, familiars, companion, weapon upgrades, core upgrade, armor upgrades, all the disciplines on the bottom. And then 3 relics. We can have up to 3 consumables for each character and 1 accessory that we don't have yet. And so far we're on round 2 right now. And we're going to start round 2 right now and get started. So first thing is resolve abilities and effects that occur at the start of a turn. Well, we don't have any. Well, that's pretty quick. Status phase. Any abilities or effects that have the status condition tag occur now. We don't have any. Alright, so next we do is we cover our points. So we get 3 each. So and what's cool about this is they have a little section for the counter points. So he's got 4. Remy's got 4. Nightingale's got 4. And Rope's got 4. Okay. Alright, now next thing we do is we unexhaust any cards we have exhausted. So for example, my blade worst comes back, my gore shot comes back, this cord comes back on hand, and this comes back. Alright, I think that's it, huh? Yeah, cool. Alright, so the first person who's going to take their turn is Nightingale. So, where is she? Okay, she is right there in front of the that's going to be number 1. So she's probably just going to attack him. So I'll take 2 off. Alright. And so she gets problem is she doesn't have finesse. Oh, she has light. Yeah, that's right. So combo light, she does have light for this. So she gets an orange and a purple. Looks like. Alright. And when you're making an attack, or casting a spell that targets an opponent in power. So you can use the black dice. So I'm gonna try. Hopefully I don't get this skull. Okay. Any more passes up? We're making a dodge. No, I don't have to worry about that. Sword? No. Oh, sword? No. Okay. And let's see what this is used already, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So, okay. What should we get? Hope we don't get a skull. And we didn't. Awesome. So we got a total of 9. He's got a defense of 8. Amazing. Alright, so he has no dodge, so he's not gonna dodge. So I got 1. Plus I got the 1 book and 3 shields. So that book's not gonna do me much good. Oh wait, I got 2 books. Sorry. My orange. So I did get that's magical damage, so it doesn't matter. So we are doing physical damage. So it's gonna be, we got 2 shields, so we get 2 physical damage. Alright, so that gives me 3. Anything else? With 3 damage, so that comes out. And then, see, armor, she has 0. Okay, so that comes out to 6. Wow, he's gone. Yes. The cave sickle's gone. Now we get to pick a loot. That group is gone. We got 6 gold. Awesome. So we'll put this to the side for now. Put 6 gold. And then this guy can go back here. This guy's gone. Put this guy back in the box for now. Alright. Now she's still got a turn. Now she could do another attack. A spell attack. Yeah, could probably attack red. Because red's damaged right now. He's got 3. That's what I want to do. So I'll take the 2. And do that. So I've got a spell 6. And she's got, casting is 1 purple. So we'll use purple. Okay. Alright, so she's got 6 right now. Got 8. So now, they have conviction. She gets 1 white, 1. So 6 plus 2 is 8. So she needs to get above 8. She did not get 8. But she got 1 shield. I don't think that helps her at all. Okay. So that means I got 3. It gets 2 damage. I could do 2 more reducible damage if I may deal yourself 2 reducible damage to deal another magic damage equal to 2 times your level. Druid description. So that means I get 2. I'm gonna be at, see, my health is 12. Okay, I guess go to 4 then. Alright, so he's at 4. Okay. So 2, so that gives me 4. So this guy, oh wait a minute, he had 5. I don't need to do that. I'm sorry, I don't need to do that, so I'm not doing it. So 2's enough. So he killed that one guy. So red is gone. Amazing. So she killed 2 guys. That's great. All right. Well, he was gone. We have 1 more left. All right. So now it's Zeke's turn, and Zeke is right behind. So he's got to move a 6. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think he's going to go 6. Oh no, he is going to go here. That's fine. So 5. And he's going to attack him. So Zeke, let's see what he's going to do. He gets, oh. Yeah, well, I'll exhaust this. Yeah, so I'll exhaust this, I'll move him here. Because I want to make sure that somebody else can get in there. So I'll move here. I'll just exhaust this for 1 diagonal move. And then I have my 2 dice. I get 2 blue. But I do have lights, so it's going to be 1 blue, 1 purple, excuse me, and 1 white. Okay. Let's see what else I have. And I can exhaust my blade works. If you have 2 one-handed weapons, we could make a. Oh, that's an extra attack. So I'm going to do that after. Do I have anything else? Alright, we may have to exhaust something, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna roll. So I need horse 8 above. And I got 2, I got 5. Not good. I'm having power on this thing. I didn't even see if I had any power. And I do not. No. No, I don't. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, you know what? I could have empowered. Call wool. I'll take 3 and empower. Hopefully it can give me it'll give me a skull. So no. So doesn't really help me much. I got 4 books, and that doesn't help me at all. It doesn't give me an attacking or anything. Yeah, so that didn't really help me. So he missed. Yep, he missed. Totally missed. 5, that doesn't work. Okay. Alright. So that's so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do another attack with this guy, Blade Works. And roll again. I got 1 more I can use in power, so I will do that. Hopefully I make it this time. And I got 10. Awesome. So that means I get 2. Alright. 2 damage. They don't have no armor or they can't dodge. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 shields. So I can do 4 physical damage. I have 2 swords. I have 4. So every 2 I get plus. So that's 4 plus 2. That's 6. So I killed him. Awesome. All right. So this guy is history. Amazing. All right. So 1 and 3 is gone. 5 and 6 is gone. Well, these can go back in the initial pile. All right. Up here. And then you get to pick a component. Loot. And another 5. So we got a total of 11 gold. Awesome. All right. So next thing happens is we have Rook and Remy. Alright, Rook, of course, he's going to move. So he's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he's gonna do a strength check. So, alright. And his strength check. Oh wait. I think I have to do, let's see. Venture adjacent to the obstructing terrain token on tile you make a counter attachment to make a strength 10. Pass a move to obstructing terrain token. Okay, so basically he's got 10 minus 6, so that's 4. So I need to roll a 4 on these purple dice. Hopefully I can do it. Alright. So I got 7, so I passed. So this is gone. Boom, done. Oh yeah, and I have to move one of these out of the way. Rooks, they moved. Alright, so this is gone. Amazing. And what else am I gonna do? I moved. I can only move once. Do I have any more movements on here? I doubt it. Let's see. No, do not. Okay. Oh, this guy's going to. Alright, so that is Rook's turn. Alright, so now I'm going to move Remy, and she's going to use her avian flight, and she really doesn't need to. Don't have any more movement though. So she's got 6. She doesn't really have to move. She only has to move 6. But she can move, yeah, you know what? I am going to do flight. Because that's going to just go 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and still the totem is still not out in effect, so can't get to it. The next one can do it, I think. It would have to be this one here. I think I can do one more stamina for 2 spots. Is it 2 for 1 spot or 2? Maybe I can do that. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Remove. And then I can figure out what's going on here. I'm not gonna waste time. We want to get as much possible done as at the shortest amount of turns. Movement 39. Okay. Oh, I got it right here. Sorry. Yeah, one additional spin, so I will do that. So she'll spin one more, and she'll go 2 spots. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Now I look at the next one, the next totem. See what we got. All right. So let's see what it is. Okay. So as you peer around the corner, you see a handful of cave sickles skittering about. They spring into action when they notice you. Cave sickles are blocking the path that leads deeper into the caves. Spawn 2 cave sickles adjacent to the space this totem occupies across the gaps. You see another cave sickle emerge near a small box. Spawn 1 or cave sickle adjacent to the blue token. Alright, so we got 3 cave sickles. So we use both cards again. Okay, so now it's the monster's turn. So first one to go is number 1. And it says cave sickle has immunity to poison. Cave sickle's combat dice defense change depending on how many other sickles are within SOI. Oh, okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now then on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, so that will work. Okay. So is opponent adjacent? No, he's not. Okay, is the opponent within 4 range? Yes. Make a move. Make a range attack of 4. Okay, so he's gonna do a range attack of Remy. And right now he's got 2 guys that are SOI, so he gets 2 white dice. Okay. Alright. And you got 8. And Remy has a defense of 7, 8 total. Okay. Okay. So let's see how much I need for dodging. If I can dodge. Well, I don't need it. I got a free thing for my armor. Attack roll. Attack that. Add 1 to the defense for each. Okay. Alright. So he's got 8, so I got 7, 8. I got 8, he got 8. So we tied. Okay. So let me double check if that does anything. I don't know if you can get to 0. 56. 56 I need. Oh, here we go. Oh, that I have to do that first. So I'm gonna exhaust my guy. Okay, and I will do my dodge. So I got 2, so it comes out to 10. So that will work. Okay. And 2, 9. Well, I get 9. So he got 8. So I did defend. Dodge him. So he doesn't get anything. So I dodged him. So now, if your sexy dodge attack, you can counter. So I can counter him. So so the counter, it is right, counter 49. So bigger attack target attack misses that deals no final damage to counter main counter ability during the check. Target counter step with the attack. Oh, I have to have line of sight. Oh, so I don't get to counter. No, I don't get to counter. That was a range attack, that's right. Alright, so... Okay, so the reason, you can't follow up attack when you don't do damage, so he doesn't get to attack again, so he's done. Okay, so, number 2 is doing the same thing, and he's only put, Emmy's the closest one, there's only one in range. So she's gonna attack her again, right? And he got 9, so that comes out one more. Okay. Do I have anything else? I have defense. And defense, I can try to. Where's my card here? Dodge is 1, so I do have one more left. So I'll dodge using this one. So I go with this dice. So we got shoot. I didn't get anything. So I didn't get anything. So he got me. And you got me with 1, and she needs. You got 2 shields, and so he gets 2 more, so that's 3. 3 on Remy, so I put 3 down. So okay, so Remy's got 3. All right. Okay, so because she got that one, well, she got 8. Got 0, so she can attack me. I forgot she's -1. Yeah. Oh, this is the other guy. She's not blocked, so that's fine. So she's got, yeah, she gets me because she has a -1. So we got 3. Okay, so then she follows with another, then move to adjacent to the opponent with the most damage within movement range. Oh, so she has to move. So this one has to go. So we go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then she's gonna move here. Okay. And then make a attack. Okay, so still got 3, so it gets 2 dice. So basically, they should have both attacked twice. I screwed up. So first one's gonna attack once. Alright, she got 12, so it's, oh, that's not good. So that gives me 4 points of damage plus 8 points of damage. Wow. That's not good at all. So that will give me 11 points. So 11 points of damage there. Wow. Okay. And my defense, I forgot. What that's also, that's right. She got armor, I think. She got 0 armor. That's not gonna help. And she's got 0 armor. Wow. Okay, so then I have to attack with one of these guys. So that means, because she's a 6 with that attack, force 9. So I would have to. Okay, so then she gets to fix poison. So that means I'm gonna have to roll a two purple dice. Hope I can get 9. And I got 4, so that didn't work. Okay, so wow. So flip poison. You get poison. Here's the other box. Wow, you got poison already? Insane. So let me get the poison token. Has to be over here. Is it? No, there is a poison. Well, no. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah. Okay, so I get 7. So, wow, that's 2. I'm sorry. Is there 7 on here? Yes. Shoot. Okay. So, wow. Okay. So that means she got 7 points. So that's not good. Her health is at 12. So basically, she just freaking died. So, wow, okay. So, if she died, okay. With all effect and special effect ability tokens, the figure is an intelligent combat. Okay. With all effect tokens, okay, we did that. Remove that corresponding figure from the board. Alright, so she's gone. Alright. Remove the corresponding initiative card from the initiative track. So Remy is gone. Okay. Alright. Okay. So basically, remove her. We keep the damage to the amounts of damage they have because they're going to take half of that off and then they'll be healing. So, wow. So all I can do is get 12. So she's got 12 health-wise, right? Yeah. Let's see, 12. I'm sorry, she got 15. So yeah, that'll be 15 points. So 15 total. Because she would have got more than that. So 15. Okay. Alright, and so then she's gone. Alright, so no more Remy. Sad but true. So basically, this person is going to get put in a bag for the next round. Encounter. Alright, so let me get out my bag. I'm going to throw stuff in the bag and put it in the thing here. And put this guy back here. So she's gone. So we know that we're going to get -5 points on our thing. That's kind of sucks. Alright. So, this guy won't be taking an attack because she's gone. So, these all get. We're on round 3 now. Alright, and shuffle these cards. And we'll start the next round. Well, everyone, kind of surprised. Thought all my guys would be surviving. I was really hoping we were almost there. But because of the poison and everything that happened to Remy, wow, she got destroyed. And made one shot because she's the only one available to attack. Didn't even get a chance to attack with the other person yet. I will do that next part 2, and then we'll start the next round. I only forgot about the other guy. I have to do him first before we start the next round and get it done. So Remy's gone. We're losing -5 points at the end for our score. Hopefully that's not going to be that much. It causes a lot of for experience points or for any type of loot that we're going to be getting. So we'll see how that goes. After the next video, after part 2, we will be doing a top 10 video of my choice of cooperative games and which ones I've played and which ones I think are numbered. Overall, my 10 favorite games. So we'll go through those. I will tell you what's the pros, what's the cons, and all that stuff, and how long the game plays. So you at least get a general idea if that's the game you want. But there's a lot of good games out there, man. But there's picking, choosing 10 out of 40, 50 is really hard. But the ones I picked, generally, there are a few on Board Game Geek that are at that level. But there are some that people have not put on that ranking that I think are really good games. And I'm going to bring those up because those are awesome. And this comes from my nephews. This comes from a lot of people that play them with me. So we'll go into that after the next video. But we'll continue this with the part 2. And I hope you enjoyed the first one. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Again, any comments or suggestions, please hit that comment button. Any games you want to do or anything else, put that in the comment section. Also, I think I said, let's see, comments. Oh, hit that like button if you like the video, of course. I always forget that one. But we'll get started on the next part very soon, and hope you like the video. Take care now. Bye.